Hello, one and all. Welcome back to another episode of Manly Voices. I'm Evan, also known as Manly Ankles, and welcome back to Aviary Attorney. So, last time we just visited with our client, Dame Cataline, the daughter of a wealthy noble who was wrongly convicted of murder of a little frogman. And so we know two things, or a few things so far. Nothing really suspicious besides the lack of cutlery and the man with the photograph. So those are some characters that stand out to us, and so now we have to go visit the scene of the crime and try to track down this photographer. Dame Cataline, Monsieur Grenwee, Baron Rogier. These names are all getting a bit confusing, aren't they?
Not particularly.
Well, it is for me. I'm going to start compiling a Facebook so that I can keep track of who everyone is.
A what?
A Facebook. It's a collection of people's names, pictures, and descriptions in one easy-to-carry catalog.
I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though.
That's precious. Sparrowson has started compiling a Facebook. You can access a list of people you've met at any time by clicking the book symbol. Cool. So this is akin to our profile list in Phoenix, right? So we got J.J. Falcon, the aviary attorney himself. Sparrowson, Falcon's suave and courageous lackey. What a handsome fellow. He wrote this. Pertois de Miao, the wealthy father of Dame Cataline. Pertois hired us to defend Dame Cataline in court. Quark, an ill-mannered jailkeeper, seems to feel disgust for criminals, and for animals in general, when he himself is a bird. Alright, to each their own. Cataline de Miao, the elegant bourgeois daughter of Seigneur Pertois de Miao, she has been accused of murdering Monsieur Grenwee. And Grenwee is the froggy businessman who was found murdered at Chateau Crinier, a colleague of Pertois and Rogier. Well, we have not met Rogier yet, but I'm sure we will very soon.
Let's make a move.
Let's bust a move. Ooh, a new day. The game saves automatically at the start of each new day. But you can also make a quick save at any time by selecting Save and Quit from the pause menu. Okay, good to know. You can access the pause menu by... give me a moment. By clicking on the cog symbol in the upper left corner or by pressing Escape. Alright, good to know. So, let's see. I feel we should head to the scene of the crime first. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Crinier. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows. Oh, is that a possum or a kangaroo?
Excusez-moi, messieurs. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving, see? I don't suppose you'd happen to have some spare change.
I have 20 francs in my wallet. What will you do? Let's give 1 franc.
Here you go. Stay safe, madame.
Many thanks to you, messieurs.
That was pretty generous of you, Falcon.
Times are tough. Making sure a mother and child have something to eat is the least I can do. But what am I doing standing here moralizing? Come on, Sparrowson, we've got a business to attend to.
Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine wood-paneled foyer of Chateau Crinier. Whoa, look at this place. Baron Rogier must be loaded.
More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads. The Baron owns a little bit of everything this side of the scene. The scene.
Is he here right now?
Yes, he's the smug-looking chap with the impressive mane. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse.
Hey, Baron! We'd like a word! How's that?
Sparrowson, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog.
This game has such clever little quips, although I'm sure I've only seen the start. You can thank me later. I think I got his attention.
Ooh.
Did I hear my name? Great Baron Rogier, property owner extraordinaire, at your service. And who might you fellows be? More investigators?
We're attorneys, thank you very much.
Not quite. I'm private attorney J.J. Falcon, and this is my associate Sparrowson.
Lawyers, eh? You know you aren't the first to have passed through here today.
I can't. I keep hitting the spacebar and expecting it to move forward, but nope. Oh.
Yes, this jumpy twitchy fellow came by this morning. Asked a bunch of questions and hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious.
Do you know who he was, Sparrowson?
Perhaps. I have a hunch. We'll be seeing him at the trial.
A friend of yours?
Something like that.
So what may I do for you, messieurs?
We're doing some research on Monsieur Grenwee. The frog was killed here on Friday evening.
Of course. Such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. I suppose you messieurs will be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself.
Actually, yes, that would be fantastic.
Well, be my guest. You will find a garden where the murder occurred through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to the right. That would be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the... unfortunate incident.
Oh, can we see the finished photograph?
I'm afraid not. It is to my understanding that a photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It's a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time.
That's no good to us. The trial may be over by then.
Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron.
It's no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you are done with your investigations.
So, where shall we go first? Select a room to investigate. So, Grenwee was murdered in the garden. The lounge is where the photo was taken. Let's start with the garden. Seems like the most obvious place to start.
Dame Cataline said that she found Monsieur Grenwee on the stairs by the fountain, so this must be the very spot where the murder took place.
Hey, Falcon, do the crime scene investigation thing.
The crime scene investigation thing?
Yeah, you know, that thing where you get all eagle-eyed and analyze every object in excruciating detail.
You mean search for evidence?
Yeah, do that!
That's not a bad suggestion. It wouldn't be the first time the Parisian police have missed something right under their noses.
In investigation mode, you are free to examine the scenery of the room. Click on an item of interest and Falcon will examine it in closer detail. When you've had enough or when you find nothing else to examine, click on the X in the top right. Alright, so let's see. There's a fountain. A statue. More statue. Let's start with the biggest thing.
This fountain is finely crafted. It's solid carved marble. That can't have been cheap. I see nothing but water in the bottom of the lower basin.
It's a shame we can't see inside the upper basin from here. That would be a perfect place to quickly stash a murder weapon.
That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We ought to wait in and take a closer look, just to be sure.
Yeah, I suppose we should.
Oh, I apologize. I wasn't being directed off. What I meant to say was, Sparrowson, go wait in the fountain and take a closer look inside the upper basin.
What? Me? No way! If you want to go waiting, do it yourself.
I'm a respectable lawyer. You can't expect me to roll up my trousers and paddle around a fountain like a duck in a lake.
Yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet threads wet. Look, there's only one reasonable way to settle this. We'll flip for it.
Flip for it?
Yep, I'll flip this 1 franc coin. You call the outcome, get wrong, and you go for a swim. So, what'll it be? Heads or tails? Napoleon face or plant squiggles? Based on our luck when playing blackjack earlier, let's play heads.
Put it all on heads. Don't let me down, old emperor.
Here I go. It's tails. Roll up your pantaloons, Falcon. You're going for a swim. Motherfucker, this game is not being nice to Falcon.
Ka! Fine. Hold my shoes.
Falcon really should learn how to spot a rigged coin flip. Are you kidding me? You son of a bitch, Sparrowson. I almost feel bad for cheating. Almost. I knew it. I predicted that line. Ah, you're back. Had a good swim?
No, I'm a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's no murder weapon, though.
It looks like a bit of a cigar. What is this? It's brown and sticky, and it smells weird. Don't tell me that you picked up a...
Very wet cigar butt. Possibly belonged to Baron Rogier? Correct. But that shouldn't be too surprising. It is his house, after all.
I'll stash it in the evidence folder just in case. Alright, we got the cigar butt. Is there anything else we need to do here? How about this? Another beautifully made horse statue. You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat hay.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yep. Eventually we realized that it was just filling up on horse d'oeuvres. Horse d'oeuvres. Oh, that was a joke. Oh, I gotta get with the humor here.
Ugh, terrible.
Alright, what about this horse statue?
A horse statue. This one has a goofy face.
That reminds me of a joke. A horse walks into a bar, and the barkeep says,
Why the long face? Yes, we've all heard that one.
What? No, the barkeep says, you've got to stop coming here. You're drinking us under the table. Under the stable. Excuse. Okay.
I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes.
Oh, what wit in 18th century France.
Baron Rogier certainly likes his horse statues.
I don't mind the horse statues, but the little cherub people creep me out.
Babies should...
Babies should be waddling, not attempting saddleless horseback riding. Alright, if you say so. A finely crafted horse statue. The mane almost looks lifelike. Would you say it behooves you to stroke it?
No, I would not.
Oh, stairs. This should be where exactly the frog was murdered.
Dried blood on the staircase. This must be where Monsieur Grenwee died.
Do you see any bloody footprints? Oh, or maybe a name scrawled in blood written with frog's last breath.
Wishful thinking. All I'm seeing here is a big sticky puddle. There's nothing to indicate that the body was moved or that the frog left a last-minute clue. All I can make out from the bloody mess is that Monsieur Grenwee was attacked and killed on the staircase.
Is that it? Is that all I can examine from here? I don't see anything else I can highlight. I guess that means we're done. Okay.
I think we're done here.
Good call. But are you sure you don't want to take another dip? We still have time.
Don't push your luck.
Alright, now that that's over, how about the lounge? Whoa, who the hell is that? Is that a giraffe or a goat?
Second floor, third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken.
Psst! Hey, Falcon, did you see that?
See what?
That housemaid totally did something shifty.
Shifty?
I think she just pocketed something from that drawer. You should totally call her out on it.
Excuse me, mademoiselle.
Yes? Are you two policemen?
No, we're private attorneys. My name is J.J. Falcon.
And I'm Sparrowson.
Oh, how rude of me. My name is Corinne Durat. So, what can I help you, Miss Jones, with today?
We're investigating the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions?
That's fine. Let me just grab a chair. That's better. What was it you wanted to ask?
Is this where the photograph was taken?
We're looking for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. Would you happen to know whether this is the right room?
Oh, yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see. The cameraman was standing just about where you're standing, actually, Monsieur Falcon.
And where was the camera pointed?
Right at the clock above the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location.
Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock.
I know! The painting on it totally clashes with the decor.
I was thinking along more obvious lines. The clock has no hands.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, that clock never had any hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron Rogier just keeps it around as a conversation piece.
Well, we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working.
It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make a note of it.
Missing clock hands added to evidence.
Is there something else you wanted to ask?
Is there something we should know? You're not pocketing murder weapons, are you?
You were a little nervous when we came in. You thought we were police officers.
Is there something we ought to know? Anything you need to confess?
No. I suppose I'm just a little nervous after all the drama of last week.
Let's pressure her. Well, actually, let's pressure her next time on Manly Voices. That's a good cliffhanger to leave off on. All right. Thanks everybody for so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like down below, and please subscribe for more. If you want to leave a comment, let me know what you want me to voice act next and with whom. That would be great. Until next time, bye everybody.